Sultan Deng Macham, When we I know we have seen people that we have never seen them for a long time, but please let's go back so we can finish the speech and maybe we have time later on to talk. We will meet, we will talk, we will discuss things. Oh, maybe pain kai kwa, duku, taipanim, umyut, ugupan pimpuan pengdan koi kabukan, ren teu koi lai pun di jam, oh kabelai top mukla jamit. Quay dia kemarin jok, orang ada kecil di mana ni ya tong nom dia tong jok, atau daun nom jam kucing, dan dalam ni dan dalam mana, yang macam boy ni ada, yang lebih ala ngejang, yang lebih war atol, yang lebih war ajol, yang macam ke kaping, atol ke Inggeris berantol di war yang kai, pasca tahu tunggu, kamu buat ke, agak termuar kita akan welke. Warga juga kan dah awet. Kau ini baru kita kata bagai alkohol kita kan dah awet. Nyoika, bukan dah tukjok. Bukan berumur, bukan berjam. Well, kau bukan tukjok. Deng ngor tertewin, deng ngor kongang. Era family kita jualan ter. Ini jamun kita mat mandit. Ini berjalan ben mandit. Kutam ke. Bagwell pun ada wujud bagwell orang guna tu pun deng ngor. Hello. When we are just more open we call Japan. And I call them more konang. Nó jam long family. And be an jam thing. And I just look you all on there for the galio. We are just in a land open we call Japan. Coi chỉ đem của mình đã qua mình do cái gì chốt lên cho mà bán tiền quen của mình lại chắc là luôn thể coi chứ càng giảm trend so ai cha câuแบบตัวcái tiền em cái đó tính lên như trên cái bây giờ coi cho bán của coi cái quay của cho mình đi rồi chỉ cái lối em cái đó nó có ban luyện cái này and then nesip when aban leจะไปaban tổ chức ông anh bài bản đó tôi và cho coi mình đã qua cô đây tin zaman đi cái bên loyo cái chuyện đó cả điện cái này em có bớt loyo cái này có cái nhân lên chính cái gì để nó ban là phải actor cái đó em thank you
ini cile je pe ini cara lingual lega ke amen well bit Menteri orang aja lah, kau ni lebih jauh kan? Kia tong kau aja lah ke biografi. Ini wih, kau bukan well berani Sultan Deng Macham mangui, ini yang dah, gemuk juga. So biography of Deng Macham mangui will be read out, and with that, this is the time at least to sing a song about Deng Macham mangui. So DJ, if there is a little song about Deng Macham mangui, I know you played one a little while ago. I want you to get one ready. Biography will be read out by Honorable Manon Jok Aleu, and then will be followed with a speech concerning Deng Macham. So those who are coming now, From biography, we will go to elders, those who will share life with Deng Macham. They have witnessed it, they've been together, whether in a bad time or in a good time. Honorable Manon Jok Aleu, please welcome to read out biography of Deng Macham. DJ goes on.
Pan Macham we meet and we joke we got your quartet because we got coaching okay on we run
first of all, I would like to recognize a few people before I read biography. Honorable Lual Dau, former Deputy of Lual State, former Deputy Governor, Lual State is with us here. And I would like also to recognize some of the important elders here. Uncle Mighty Kwadit, former member of Parliament of Government of South Sudan by then, and Dr. Mitwich, and Uncle Peter, and then also the whole community's leaders who are attending this event. You are most recognized also and welcome. And all protocol observe, and Uncle Dengage, and Uncle Angomnit. Those are the most important elders, and we wish God to give them more so they will be with us all the time, especially في مناسبات زي دي الناس كبار بتاعنا. ربنا يزيد عمرهم طول عمرهم إن شاء الله عشان هم يحضروا معنا مناسبات زي ده ويقدر كمان برضه يذكرونا الأشياء اللي هنا ما عارفينه. Coming to Mr. Deng Macham, Sultan Deng Macham. We have talked about it. We are celebrating today memorial services of 1 year of his life. I myself, I stayed with him for no less than over 11 years in Khartoum. From 1987 to 1998. That's the time that I left to Khartoum, to Egypt. And if we talk about his life, we can write a book about this man. He's a man of family. He's a man of loving the culture and our heritage as Gian. He's a nationalist. Zol Watani. He never give in, he never give up. With all challenges that he face, he never give up. He always stand for national duty and national agenda. If you can see someone like late Sultan Deng Macham within the Khartoum, you never fear about the enemy. Within Khartoum, you never fear about Arabs or government. They know him. His loyalty to the SPLA. They know him. He's supporting the cause of people of South Sudan within Khartoum. So when people talk about his life as a hero, and hero never die, that is absolutely. If you want to know about Deng Macham, he's a hero. He was not in Khartoum because he feared to join the revolution of South Sudan. But the man chose, and God gave him a wisdom, a different way of serving South Sudan. And people like me who have been close to him, we knew it, and we know him very well. His heart about our cause as a South Sudanese. We have seen him also now, how he brought the whole marginalized people and create the chiefdom, Majid Salatin. Yes, you can see how creative the man is. So, for us who know him, and for the people who know him, we respect him, and we appreciate whatever he done in his life. And all of us living people here, if you need anything to leave it behind in your life, is to serve your people. So you can be remembered for your services, your good services, your good heart. So we are here today because the man did his part. He did his part, and when the call came, he left us. But the most important, what he left behind, so all of us, like young people like us, we make quarrels sometimes and too much blaming. I haven't seen Deng Macham blame anybody for the whole 11 years that I was with him. He never blamed anybody. With all challenges that he faced, with the family, with the enemy pursuing him as a rebel or supporters of rebellion, I never seen him complaining. I never seen him fearing. Success comes only when you accept the challenges. And late Sultan Deng Macham accept the challenges. If you fear from challenges, there's no success. Your name will not be known. People that need to be known in this world, they have to sacrifice. They have to give something in. And they have to believe that there's a creator, God. And when you give your heart to the God, and never fear from anybody, never create enemy to anybody, be a friend to anybody, be a loving person to any human being, there is a possibility, an opportunity for you to remain, and your name will remain even after you. And that is what is man's legacy. That's what is man's legacy. Sultan Deng Macham is not with us today, but we are here celebrating his life. So, the family put together biography. As I mentioned that we talk about Deng Macham, we can write the books about the man. So for those who may not know him, I will go briefly to read his biography. And may you know a little bit about the man through that. And may you also think about yourself. If you are a woman or if you are a man, how you want to be remembered? How you want to be remembered in this world? We're not here forever. We have a very limited time. And each one of us have a purpose. There's a reason for everything. And never regret anything in your life. So for us to have this opportunity of this gathering here, you should appreciate it yourself and thank God for being here. And let us be example to Sultan Deng Macham. And South Sudan need more Deng Macham. We need more Deng Macham who can use his tongue to bring thousands of people together and follow him without carrying a power of gun, without carrying any wealth to distribute to them. But they still follow him and believe on him and recognize him as a leader, as a chief of the council, president. I heard even President Salva Kiir himself was asking what type of wisdom of Deng Macham have, bringing all this Salatin together, all sheep together, and the man have no power in his hand. He doesn't have even money to hand it out. It's a challenge for us, and also it's a challenge for the family and for his kid that he left behind. If you want to recognize your dad, your father, your late father, if you are a son of Deng Macham, follow his feet. Follow his feet. That's the only way you can recognize him. Follow his mission. Complete what Deng Macham left behind, incomplete mission, incomplete projects. This is what you need to think about it. So let us go here and read your biography. Family background. Late Sultan Deng Macham was born in 1952 in village Ashoro. Village upon Ayat was the former of chiefdom of Sultan Lual Dau, which is my uncle. And now it's become called Marialbai Payam, county of Old West County, northern Barakazali state. To the family of Manon Jok Aleu. For those who don't know Dingas, we always have nickname for the family. So the family that they belong to is called Manon Jok Aleu. That's the name of the family. And each Dinga have a nickname for the family, and sometimes it's a blessing when they call it, whether it's a lady, whether it's a man. It is not accidentally. It means a lot. From Fadumo, Klein. For those who may not be a Dingas, we have thousands of Klein in Dinga. You may just call it Monyang, but if you go inside, there's a lot inside there. There's a lot of business inside. His father was Macham Angwi Garan from Padumo, indicated above, and his mother was Arik Aken Akol from Pajia, Klein. And Yinamet Buma village in the Wool North County. This is another county we are in. Deng Macham is, even though he belongs to Wool West, but the mom came from Wool North. Wool North County, which is bordering the North Sudan. Its headquarters is Gongmasha at the moment. Deng Macham was born as the third of 6 children to Macham Angwi and Ringaken. يعني هو رقم 3 من 6 ربنا رزقه أمه. And the only person that will survive until his death is himself, was the only survivor. But the rest of his siblings they were berserked. They were no longer alive. But God left him behind for a reason. He's only survival within the 5 or 6 family members, but he's only one left. But God left him behind for the reason. So let us go to the personal development. Why God left Sultan Deng Macham behind? Sultan Deng Macham was married to 15 wives. This is also maybe surprising for some American here when they heard something 15 wives. This is normal in our culture as a gang, as a Denga. We're proud about it. Maybe some of our women may not like it to hear that, but that is the reality. It's a part of our heritage, part of our culture. Jews, they believe in God. They are strong after the United States in the world, but they never left their culture. God give us opportunity to respect our heritage and our culture. With a total of 61 blasting children. 61 blasting children. 24 boys and 37 girls. So you can see it's all blessing by God. You know, God always bless us, whether it's a girl or a boy, it is all blessing. And we have seen today when some of speakers before me mentioned Akol. She's a girl. But she done what maybe boys could not do it to his death. So he's giving us also that whatever God blessing us, you never know. You never know who is going to be the best for you. So we as the parents, let us treat our children equally. Girl or boy, let us give them opportunity for success. It's very important. Many of those kids, some of them graduate for master degree, some of them bachelor degree, some of them study in UK, some of them United States here, some of them in East Africa, in Uganda and Kenya. You can see how Sultan Deng Macham investing on education, investing on children, accepting the challenges of caring about 61 children and 15 wives. This is go back to his heart and his exception of difficulties and challenges, and I believe he never rests in his life until his day that he passed away. That's the day he rests. So may God rest him and put him in the right hand. I may not go over to read the 15 wives, but I will mention a few of them, if I can, because of time. So the first woman is Akol, Deng Akol, which is a Akol mom. And she is blessed with 7 children and 4 are alive and 3 deserved. Manon Jok Aleu, which is the second wife, blessed with 2 children. I have Garang, Deng Macham, and then Akol. Akol, I think she's with us here. Akol Deng Macham. The third wife, Unding Atwai. Are you in? It's blessed with 7 children. 6 are alive. The 4th one is Zahra Mustafa. You can see how even Deng Macham, even in marriage itself, you can see how it's diverse. He married in different tribes. He did not focus only on Dinga. You can see Zahra Mustafa Zahar here in it. And he married it. She is blessed with 7 children, and 6 are alive, and 1 is deserted. Abunga Akwe, 3 children, and 2 alive, and 1 is deserted. And then the list can go, and until the 15th. So we can see responsibility that the man, Sultan Deng Macham, accepted as the challenges. It is not easy for you to manage 15 wives. Some of us are not able even to marry 1. Can you imagine 15 wives? It is the wisdom. Only can do it in leadership. And he's a man of wisdom and leadership. Without leadership, without belief in God, without accepting the challenges and having confidence in yourself, you cannot handle even a girlfriend in America. That is true, right? You cannot handle even girlfriend. Forget about commitment of marriage. So the man have a legacy and his story to be told. His social life as a young man, Deng Macham grew up with a very impressive lifestyle before his parents, especially his father, uncles, friends, through practice of culturally innovative and activities, including how to work, save assets that lead to buying cows and all sorts of livestock, created and defined individual family economics studies in Denga society. He grew up as a young man, as a hard worker. He practiced what the young man could do in traditional. He went to cattle camp, he took care of the cattle. He invested himself to buy cattle, and work hard in agriculture. He did all these things in his family, in his growing as a young man. You know. In his early young life, Deng Macham went through whole institution that characterized the social cultural background of Dinga that included hate of sacrifice. Practice even his old traditional of the culture. He got marked on his head. Because it's a sign of being graduate from a young man to adult man. He did all these things. You know. It's a part of education within the Dinga community. He lived it in cattle camp, as I mentioned it. And he started entering to the urban social life in 1970. And he's interested in business, beginning by selling 27 cows. In 1970, late Sultan Deng Macham started moving from village. After he learned the life within the culture and traditional, he moved to the urban life. He's starting by selling 27 cows to start a new journey, you know, after his young life. And that's where he started entering the businesses, and that's where he started entering the city life. So you see here how transitional from being a man in the village, culture, heritage, and now he moved to go to the city. Deng Macham also, late Sultan Deng Macham, he has political life, contribution as a leadership in his community of South Sudan. So in his political life, Deng Macham was well known being a good mobilizer. He's a good mobilizer. You cannot be a good mobilizer if you don't have a good tongue, if you don't have a good connection, if you don't have a networking, you don't have friendships. You cannot be a good mobilizer. Because being a mobilizer means you volunteer. And being a volunteer is a hard work. A lot of people don't do it. It's not an easy job. People who can do it is people who have a leadership character and style. So he's a good mobilizer, and during political process in Sudan, particularly between SANU, which is a political party that he was belonging to, and Southern Front, Sultan Deng Macham, belonged to Santo, and he was a good mobilizer in terms of mobilizing the supporters for his party, volunteer himself to support the cause of political party of SANU. In 1975, he was appointed a member of Babanusa Peace Conference. This is also in telling us Deng Macham is a peacemaker. He was involved in a conflict resolution, border conflict resolution in 1975 with Arab in the north, which is Bagara, which is having a border with northern Barghazal. In present day, people are talking about mile 14 and Southern, and we still have Abiy also suffering with the same problem. So by that time, as a young man, he had a character of leadership, and he was organized to go to negotiate with the Masiriya, Razegat, Arab in the north, as a delegate from South Sudan during the Jafar Nimeri government, you know. And he was delegated by late Sultan Lual. He was a young, but Sultan Lual see on him wisdom and character of leadership and give him a tough assignment to go to negotiate the conflict between tribe in the north and tribe in territory of southern Sudan, which is northern Barghazal. And from that time, that's where he started his journey, political journey, and his activism within the community and within the caste of South Sudan, and being a servant man to his community. He also came at the same time, during that time, from 1975, 1976, he was a farmer, as we've seen. He was a farmer, and he had an idea about how he can bring people together to have what they call a farmer association, which is Rabtat al-Muzarain, and was able to convene the government to give him a grant loan for agriculture projects. It was not an easy thing, but he did it. And Deng Macham also contribute of bringing, as we said it, bringing the whole marginalized shift. And after the peace agreement was signed between Khartoum and SPLM, he was able to move his headquarters to Juba, South Sudan. But he left behind marginalized chiefdom from Nuba Mountain, from Blue Nile, from Darfur, from other places, are more empowered, and they know their right and how to advocate for their right, and how also they can go back to their heritage and their culture, because they were not Arab, they are Africans. Being a Muslim does not mean you are Arabs, or you leave your culture and practice Arabism. So he contributed to all these things. He was eye-opening for people in Nuba, and Darfur, and other places that marginalized. And that's why when he formed the Chief Council of Marginalized, it was not only meant for South Sudan. It was meant for the whole country of Sudan. So you can see have a vision of New Sudan in his mind. Have a vision of New Sudan in his mind, and that's why even late Dr. John Garang have a very special relationship and connection with Sultan Deng Macham. Because he's seen on the man the vision, he's seen in his mind. He's not thinking about South alone, but he's thinking about other marginalized people in the whole country. He also contributed during the peace agreement as representing the traditional leadership in negotiation in Navasha, in Addis Ababa, and he was a part of peacemaker. And we have seen him when late Dr. John passed away in untimely with helicopter crash. We see the message that he delivered to the public to cool down the situation that was in Khartoum, all of us know. And he played a very positive role, a very critical condition and situation that we were in. It was a crisis, and the crisis only a few people who have a very special character, special wisdom, being confident in yourself. Those are the people who can talk. And late Sultan Deng Macham, in that crisis, that when Dr. Nyong Garang passed away and people, Southern Sudanese and marginalized people met and they went on the street to fight, you know, as a reaction and hunger. He was a man who went out with a clear message to the northern Sudanese and the government by that time. And he made it clear that in the Denga traditional, if we won, if you kill one from us, and we want to go to kill one from you, we're not going to come behind you. We will face you in the front. So he was telling Arab that don't worry, even if you kill Garang, we're not going to come behind to kill you, but we will face you when it comes time to do it. So it was a very strong message, and it was received as a positive and cool down the situation in Khartoum as a peacemaker man. His death was really untimely, and it didn't take time. It was a surprise for everyone. So his health, wisely, of late Deng Macham was always fit and had any worries about his health at all. And nobody knows that there's any threat within the family about his life that can take him quickly, as we have all witnessed it. And thought he had past history of cardiac complication associated to his arrest and beating in Khartoum during the liberation days, which could this time have been triggered was or by his age, and also not a person known to be remain in the bed. Aban huwa kan mutagal itizainat, kan mutagal itizainat. They accuse him of being a rebel, being supportive to the SPLA, and being recruiting people, young people, and send them to the bushes. So it was a target. It was arrested for 2 years, and it was actually abused, tortured. And those things could be complication to his death. And that's why when people mention that he's a hero, some people should not surprise. He's a hero because he was beat, he was arrested, he was abused, he was tortured for the cause of people of South Sudan. Until May 14, 2020, that he left 6 complaining of his chest pain. Chase. That was the beginning. And then he have a cough also, and complain about his stomach pain, you know. And he was given some medicine to reduce it, but unfortunately did not take longer, and disease was able to over control on him and was not able to survive. Until May 19, he was in hospital, and that's the time that he passed away by that. So may his life rest in eternal peace. God gives and God takes. To God be glory. To Sultan Deng Macham Angui. And maybe we also ask God to give strength and wisdom to his family and those who left behind, those 15 women, those kids, 61 kids who left behind. May God give them the wisdom and strengthen them and bless them so they can also survive behind and complete the mission that late deaths may not have an opportunity to complete it. And all of us need to pray also for him, so that God put him in his right hand and forgive him for his sins, you know, and put him with those who done the services to the other, and bless him for the glory life. So I will stop here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. Try my best to mix it with a little bit of Arabic, English. And I'm sorry if I take longer or I take long time for this talking here, because I know a lot of people want to go to music. So with that say, may God bless the family of Deng Macham, and may God put him in his glory hand. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Manon Jok Aleu. The reason, I know people were like, why are you timing me when I'm talking now? You allow him to talk that long. Well, this is the important thing, is biography of Deng Macham, so you guys know who is Deng Macham. That's why the reason I allow him to talk that long. I know he didn't read it like blah, 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 and done. He's kind of mixing it with explanation. So next, I'm going to be serious. And I know there are politicians coming up, okay? And we guys know very well. Sometimes people need to stop talking, but they want to put kind of a sound where people get excited in clubs, and maybe they can stop. Don't be sleepy. Clap a little bit so they can get out of here. Okay, we're supposed to have a traditional dancing because this is celebration and it's getting late. Please, please limit your time. I know people will hate me if I come and stop you, but please know your time. Share time with your people. Okay, now the next person. These are the elders. I know they are very brief. I will call upon Akol Matiang, and after that will be Valdan Marai. And I ask you please to make it brief. After these two gentlemen, we are going to have a prayer, bless the food, okay? And I hope, you know, also Pastor will make it short because he already prayed for us. So we can go and eat and then come back and we'll start with elders. Now, these are the people that stay with live with Deng Macham, even go to jail with Deng Macham. Now, Ring Akol Matiang, please. The time is yours. Welcome. Ring Akol Matiang. A person that lived with Deng Macham, they even went to jail together. Yeah, a lot more than biography that being read here. Thank you.
مساء الخير. الكلام المهم يتقال. فأنا ما حأتكلم كثير. الناس أقول عارفين دينغ مشام، لكن ضيوفنا الما بنقول هم اللي عايزين يعرفوا حاجة بسيطة عن دينغ مشام. وأنا هقدم شوية معلومة عن حياة الراحل المقيم Deng Macham إنسان عظيم والعظمة طبعا لله، لكن الإنسان لما يكون خدوم ويخدم الناس بيدوا صفة ده. فأنا عشت مع الراحل سلطان دينغ مacham من البلد لخرطوم وكنا جيران في الحلة. إنسان خلق من نفسه حاجة وبنى من نفسه حاجة زي ما أنت سميته العائلة الكبيرة حسب سميته ده. دي ما حاجة سهلة. ده اللي إحنا بنسميها legacy. When you leave something behind you, then you have created a legacy. His life was full of very wonderful things. الحاجة البسيطة اللي أنا عايز أقوله لضيوفنا ما بنقول، أما نقول عارفين دينغ مacham كويس. أنا ما حطول، أنا المفروض أجيب هنا، لكن بس داير أنا أشكر العائلة وأقول لكم إنه إحنا في الدنيا ده ما بنجي الدنيا ده عشان نقعد. الدنيا ده هي مرحلة بتاع الناس ماشية، فالناس ما تحزن على أساس إنه أنتوا فقدتوا كبير العائلة أو أبوكم. الدوام لله بس، لكن كلنا إحنا ماشيين، فما تحزنوا على إنه حصل فقد وكده. أبوكم عمل علو، الباقي أنتوا تكملوا الباقي. شكرا.
Shukran, Uncle Akol Matiang. That's the speech I want. Okay, the next person is Lual Dau Maraj, Honorable Lual Dau Maraj. I think people already mentioned being a deputy governor in Lual State. You are next, please, Lual Dau Maraj, Honorable Lual Dau Maraj. Please come and say a few words. And my time is on. Like I said, when you say honorable, they have a lot to say. Welcome, Lual. Thank you, Team Juk. Honorable Manon Jok Aleu, elders, spiritual leaders, traditional leaders, women, youth, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I will deliver my speech in Dinka because my colleague Manon has done it in English and I'm going to do it in Arabic. I will be very much saying the same thing in Tongwanja. So in case you don't hear Tongwanja, I'm basically saying the same thing. Yeah, and Blaga Jam, Quanti Blaja, Ina Team Jok. Then go Jam Chen, Kunaga Jam, like I met Buru, and Jam. Now Bitka, can speak a little for 5 minutes. So I agree going on, nothing about a Jamla, and I go Jam Chen then. Chok, có cái gì như chân ngờ, representative family Deng Macham, ai sẽ kêu cái bên, nào đây là phản Deng Macham coi vai cái Deng Macham gặp chân, cả cái đó gì cả chụp cái chuyện vấn đề gì, ai sẽ chân một lúc, anh nhớ cái chuyện này coi vai cái Deng Macham cái ngã đông cái tông cái đó, coi vai cái Deng Macham, anh kia là được tin. So we got our representative, you guys are representing us, and one of the family. I'm a pretty good Italian, I can't go to the Kusuka Georgia. Deng Macham,
chok ran we rangwi ko rangwi ina Jok Deng Macham angwi panjol ko ngayat ku panjol madinga ul ku panjol jidu Sudan aje ko pali ko lel kana ngakot get Deng Macham aje ben ko jiping ko jului bu ko take ben. So his life as a businessman, as a philanthropist, and as a civil society. Any biography ko man onan. Yen arlo ke philanthropist kana. Aji ni che gam men Deng Macham. Aji ngiri tane. Tan wo jor ko jen. Deng Macham e ko yegi haja. Ko jilo le won ngene ti tiaw di. Ti tiaw di ngi muk. Ko ji mit ko ro again. Aji ko muk. Ko mit bai ko. Aji ko muk. In top of this, Deng Macham, ayen wah ke keran Jol Bang Macham angwi, age ago nyirgen aya gam kaj pak, ko jegen ngom kaj. De chin ben ni ra la chok wi wunya, ban Deng Macham ke yigin. Ko re ga lu en dia, age da wi ga bu kaj bi ke yijak, ko bu ker juru har ke tinga pak. Aku ingin juga jadi paham, aja kau bentia kau macam. Kena kepada pay di jeloi, dan jual Deng Macham sama jorot. Kau ada kau loi permainan jangan ben, aku ngayar aja kau loi be sukses. Lakin akbar masyruh dan Deng Macham, aku loi ke Salafiyah dan Salafiyah, anti pejam tu as a businessman, and pejam Salafiyah as a civil activist. Deng Macham macam buat berkeden dan bengkeserai. Kubi juga weka kehik muzarin. Naji kejalga muzarin keleke la wek ya kau met. Kerana jurgen, anak tu belum niak. Asal kita penjual pengayat, kujalai wahai lekoj, bukan labai, bilfam. Kau aku juga lewat wahai aku kartu, bukan nak lelaki kayu jurit. Lakin Salafiyah Deng Macham macam mai bija pay aja ko ngayat. Ko ni ko war weting ni da ko ngayat. Ni da ko ngayat bija pay dit aja la bil bang ko mukdan. That contribution era anjori Lual Dau, ora anjor Deng Macham aga loyen. Kena etok. Deng Macham is one of very smart people. Very intelligent. Tabian bak le jagoyen ka takdang mentin. Is thing on his feet. Example, as you do, you get on, go and get a signature. She ran a jilaga and get a signature. In a Jura, I got dumb, who call more than one guy, she got dumb by abuse by a wedgie. Can I in a deal, Koyam and Glare and go? Kalera and is a woman, a wedgie, that did. Nara and again, Kalera and it had them brother Kate. Na ina ansano kaitat, na ina anmo kaitat, na lura na anmo jam bersama kaitat. Godi itu Deng Macham, bola ana Islami, ana prinsip Islami. Bola anjal polo le mobruk. Dan Islam begini sih maruf, le bulu bimel. Deng Macham aja Islami, orang jika anti agak Islam. Lakin era non terkait aja ngikira yang nama wujud tak by all means, you know. So we going Medina Ulchiben. We are celebrating the life of a man who contributed so much. Deng Macham, ajitor berpergian betor. Dan midwa ajal bila aspiale kamu met agak awal ke bye bye. Salafiyah wajilo kamana midwija pay. Kagara ten. Aju balu mention. Some of these kids end up getting civil servant. Fiji Sudan galutin ke Mosapin. So Deng Macham is a man who have done so much to our community. Deng Macham kikiro kang loy ere loy. For example, kung loy ke Majlis Salatin wilayat Jinu Sudan, anangi 64 Sultan. Ye Deng Macham e banyak, ye Deng ke banyak, aje banyak. We kiri kuba lo mi Akol le ujin ken mohem bijal gin. Ton Deng Macham in lo zikra ya kun ya lo bai won ko ayat ko ya dir fi ashuro so ra to jan dan we gulo ga ne ya na bar ko mu ro ju ri ho ni na ban to ga kan ne je to we are celebrating a life of a man who have done so much. So we am going group kala duni kumyer ka put because banyun era really Nigeria. Now zaman enji jal yani ku wi Deng Macham ku wi be pirde ben ko ran jore ra pay ko wi bi jal ga yin tan we mo jeng ra tan we gi win ben a unity because Deng Macham at 64 tribe aji kamadi ko yana jila maktab bidao fo gu nuer fo gu Akol fo gu jirshol fo gu munu kullu gabel da jinub siran arat because Deng Macham bishuf nafsu ka jinubi awalan uleza mwanja wala rana kwa aya so we kaji ko ga yitega be ale ran la ene mwanja ene nuer ane dor ane suluk na ben mo jam ba tegi galo wa ko jalla bu mo jam bu tegi bu ga ya taban message from Deng Macham is that please ya go mat we ka ju en bu lu ju kana a very very important message na ne gu bi jall ga yinden ke unity of the family of South Sudanese. So Deng Macham is a uniter. He's a man who always seeking for unity and reconciliation among South Sudanese. My last message, Abuladan family, immediate family, Deng Macham, we aji Deng Macham, kujalabang Macham, kumajam Macham, aji benyal. Kiji jaldong mundine, you guys have a very, very difficult task. Nada, pan Macham amui, bula twen, wala budupi. Na dupin kaje Deng Macham faje bang Macham faje Macham na daga ngadi kana awe in order for the family kubla twin elazim bawe imat ku takarot ku biadgaran chol bang Macham ngui balgacho bang Macham is a well known businessman in South Sudan, very powerful what you kalau buat, biar kau macam cuk, biar kau garan cuk, we Deng Macham, we bang Macham, we Macham, we ben, kujala berdumo, panjala kau ngayat, we aku itegi, dia ada uput, kumar kau kunyal abu kau kau butuh lamben, nanti kau bandi, kujala kau genisa, benyalik. Brand Deng Macham, we are continue. We have lost a great man, a very smart man, a man of peace, a man of commitment, a man of struggle. I want to applaud for civil society activists. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, Honorable Dan Marai. I have to withdraw my earlier announcement. It's sometimes really painful to kind of like leaving your elders. I have 3 or 4 elders that I need to call, then we can go and eat. I hope they will be brief. This is elders time. This time is Michael Akwar. Michael Akwadit, you are welcome. I think Pastor say something about him earlier. So from railroad to Parliament. You see all these people are smart without a pen?
Bye.
Yo punya kuali achiting kaiku minho achi lor pai kumakar pona bajari lagi
ayat doye Deng Macham oye ayat oye syukuran enggak jamut ada nama di ngawul
ya jamana da bora ina kana dikalam da. Please, let us have the respect and listen to our elders. If you could sit down and just give it a chance to him, at least give him some time. Sit down and be silent for a minute.
Kecil ni dan zikir le bukum Deng Macham angu kecil loy. Ake wik bimit ko kaki kaping kubi kaping wadang ko dit ko ter karatin ko kaki kaping kubi katin ping Deng Macham mo kan kiloi ake ka nyui ko iten ko ta ko pot ping ukuran bekede bianyai ka kiloi ni la ke kilom wave and actual mai ke kwara ana ko dumo Deng Macham ana ko dumo Deng Macham ran ta ba ban bulo pana bula alat pancual makoy ko wa pana kwadi alat pana korai malin bol kumatiang alat koy matiang kuna dot ake bay padumo kejem wo ka Kayen Deng kuni dia yal bila ayat nale ayat kan kejura nyawa ayat bukan dia jadi loy ini macam angui bideng yang bideng bukan bidko bukan bandoi ka warga macam angui Deng Macham aram de yelwe le ka akul barao Deng Macham de ken men yo ko duk bukai ka ngale ke la ka dong Macham den bukai ba ben puran bukai de belum kena aku puas ke Deng Macham. Deng Macham anong nam kecuali gat, jadi jauhin gat, kundaman lewusin ke tak, kecil ke puas babi. Deng Macham ini ke babo nemur lagi ini jagat. Wo ba bo wo de ma yuk le ke ko de ke num tak ke ni ko ini chin ko kara tak jogalan kin gat kunanga na elam le kin gala kale loy di hit de mun ben bi kay nam loy ake ko la twen kapat jata ale ba pioi kubalui lekin katak kapat tak aliu elo nun jaloi en ba aloi bas adi ko udun de macam aran cakap bi loi on jalan ada jalan sita utamanin baban Mesir kunyang deng pin waban jal tamania utamanin baban Amerika na labu alipenu saba ini juga ni macam marah juloi marah nama ita arba talata taba kusur Bashir ada ni al kusur Deng Macham kusur garang yun garang ay nok ni al kamar kan re jamiah salatin ada tina salatin dan Darfur udah nuba ada tina kan ni Deng Macham loy aja aku mak karfum kulit kegala salatin ka ada ten ukega chin ke cham ka awi ba ku mak ka adam aja aku bandu sedugu Deng Macham wa baby buka bana dam salatin aji banatin belum pemegat sekan ayuai kimen Yusuf kimen Jabarona kujala Jabal Aulia salatin ayah God kulicar ke gaba buah ke mendom kena ke Deng Macham loy jakai mu ukena aku loy anti pi eloin lekin Deng Macham loy beragam kinen talim bida kain kau loy kini ber nomor tak kini nom tak eloy nak tak kerai kalau ban be kerai tak kapat kau kapat Deng Macham ni amde nadif kaya tak buruk kena datang ala kena dah wih bedok ke relation dah tu biar dapat nala kapal izin Deng Macham kemudian Deng Macham aku anak cie marut amat kekoi tanah si Junubin loy ke Deng Macham loy kan wen tiada loy tu Junub kan nak jokai kau dar kut kau nak jok loam kan kau jin kau nyerin dan si kan Deng Macham gam kau jokai hidup tu Junub bukan nak kau jasa tu Junub kau lewan bumit Cameron board beloi pan ke kan doi ke kena aja wala kan patur wala kan ada ading peran board kan ada pat kecil kecil yang ba Deng Macham dan yang kia suntai oke cap ubai bicara nang pandak jok kedua le pandak nak jok umian tiap ayah dia bahan bain de bainin water dia bujuk la kuma jok kainap anongan dia biuran ôn giọt thế bây giờ có những bản tục bí truyền nhiều ngón lôi bài nóng coi tết bởi chín mạnh như trục nãy vô nó bản cái kia chín mạnh như trục thế nào có biết đâu lưỡi cái phần nó cái này là cái nếp chọc nó đặt cả năm cái gì này nếu khi nào cùi coi á là nó làm cái này giúp bên bữa đấy nó bài tục cái đến là phần cái này chín tuổi như trăm này có chín tuổi như lưỡi cái này là cái gì mà nhận cho nó đi lưỡi cả biếu rồi là biếu rồi là biếu rồi là thế nào nó có đôi mùa này chứ nó hoài lưỡi cáo tôi đến bệnh người ta tục của mít cái mẫu thứ được tục bị chiến thế là tục ngoan bị liệp bèn ngoan thì nãy đấy tôi cái liệp ngoan cái nào đấy thứ được tục nghĩ gì tục mình ngoan quên cả thì hay là biếu roan gần cái u đun Deng Macham chứ cái gì rồi cái gì in mà đi ngáo và nhảy cái kaka kalwel bukan aka nyeka lakini abuwa dogi rindeng macam kulan bijam aka kideng macam loe be alwel kawon wal kan wala walayan ba mara yok ada peno sama ku jala maktab dei akilo timben ka sura den wan bien pan monjang akino mục đoàn của jala cái era cái có benin và thế là cái này là cái bộ lấy cái và cái nó bộ lấy cái quan awal biên của bên phần môi nhàng bên đây cái số lần cái đi nó cũng rất kỹ giờ uy bình thường thôi nó và biên là bao cái chín kinh và hai cái này thì kinh cái nào đi cái Deng Macham ran cả mông này okay là nó coi qua lên cả chú bộ cái nữa nó cái chụp quên kia còn chi quay bãi trên và đấy ông tin chứ cái quân dân junub in cái ngay chỗ nào chứ bài đến mình cái junub mà lui cái của mình đang cái yếu cả mà junub petrol có cái bên kia nó còn lui cái xài đi có coi bãi thế này ai chỉ lui cái nó như Deng Macham cho bên cho cái mà ra bây giờ safari thôi adi bờ lên nó chỉ coi America chỉ bị adi giấc bờ Deng Macham ai chơi rồi Deng Macham bằng anh ai chơi ba thì mày rồi chứ mày adi lên bây giờ Deng Macham có bên bên nhà adi cái Deng Macham đun ra đến trường có chỉ cái bây giờ lùi mana mít Deng Macham mít kén ka benang mantu ben bi ke chit Deng Macham binyen Deng Macham bi lok logi pancual mading aul belui ka after tan wa ka ul ye do thon mít Macham Deng Macham nang mít lekin ta ko phot pin photaka cái chit wa le u loi bi ai le ka loi mất coi gì, ôi mít Deng Macham, ôi mít Macham ăn uy, cô bác cái loại đó, bác lôi, phần chuột mà đi ngáo, phần chuột là yết, ôi phần chuột là mấy cái kinh, ôi cái là bia, còn tôi Deng Macham, anh kim là cái nào là kim đấy, giải hút, còn là cái lôi cái nào cái này là chỉ tận phun bán lưới, và khi ngoài bán gà chỉ được chỉ là được, ai chú bán gà rồi, thì giấc ba hiểu mình cho ý mặt, em nó có bi cái chi là cái, nào cái ý mặt, cả vốn vừa cả chỉ của rồi, coi chỉ cái ý mặt, ai thì quên mất cái ý, quên miếng mà cha mang mất cái ý, quên phải đúng không? Mất quê mà đi ngáo ai giọt quê uống rồi bằng giọt we bài em đi we gặp tin bằng do we cái đun đi vợ tin bạc ban nó cái áo thì bố chú trên mặt chén trong mắt sắp phục coi chứ cái trên mặt cái luận đề này thì nó khiến chén trong cái trên cái đẹp rồi mình biết có cái gì mà nó cái là cái bạc quyền anh nhà với phản mà cha bác quý bạc thêm bạc có gì mặt có gì cô phải đi mua vào đây với chụp tâm cả anh em mà chú biết các bạn nói cái tâm cái lẽ cái cuối cái bộ lôi kinh vì sự minh định cha là madrasa thì biết cái bộ lôi cái vì sự minh định mà chậm cái lúc cái bộ lôi của đam mà một thêm một gan thì khi mà toàn người phản mà cha bằng người quen anh chỉ bây giờ mặc thật mình cái đấy anh có coi chứ người ta gì là này
Sultan Deng Macham, Kanam Sambaki Ramaya, Kiraya Kanyam, Kanam Sambaki Ramaya, Kiraya Kanyam. Sultan Deng Macham, Baby, Deng Macham, Sultan Deng Macham, Baby, Deng Macham, Sultan